Hello everybody, welcome to my channel Ibrahima Attitude on YouTube. Today's lesson is about word formation lesson number 2. In word formation, the first lesson was about full and less. So in today's lesson we are going to see suffixes to form adjectives ending in ing versus adjectives ending in ed. Before I move, please subscribe to my channel, like the videos and comment on them. The last video we did last week was about adjectives ending in full and less. For example, colorful or homeless. It was very interesting. And in today's lesson, we are going to see, as I said a while ago, adjectives ending in ing or in ed. Like you have here, an exciting game, excited fans. Boring, bored, confusing, confused, frightening, frightened, interesting, interested. And we will see when we use ing and when we use ed. We use ing adjectives to describe a situation. So whenever you see an adjective ending in ing, it describes a situation. In other words, it describes a situation or a thing or a person that causes the feeling. So when you say ing, it is to describe a situation, something, or a person that causes the feeling or the emotion. For example, the class was boring. Boring ing describes the class. The class is the cause of boredom. The teacher is boring. People are bored. Why? Because the teacher is boring. The teacher is the person that causes this feeling or emotion of boredom. So ing describe situation, describes people, describe objects that cause a feeling on people. And adjective endings in ed are adjectives that describes emotion. Come on. They describe a person's feelings or emotions. It is a result of the situation. If a situation is boring, the people's feeling is bored. The class is boring, the teacher is boring. As a consequence, students are bored. So students are bored. Bored describes the emotions, the feeling of students. I am confused. It's my emotion, it's my feeling. I am confused. Why? Because there is something confusing that made me confused. We were devastated by the bad news. It's our feeling, it's our emotion that we show here. So devastated describe us. We are devastated. It's our feeling, it's our emotions by the bad news. So the bad news, something devastating. Example, exhausting, exhausted. Exhausting is the thing that causes exhaustion on people. For example, this job is exhausting. You see here the job here? This job is exhausting, meaning it makes you be exhausted. And if you do an exhausting job, you are exhausted. It's very important. So exhausted is the feeling of this guy sitting here, and exhausting is the work, the job that this guy is doing. So exhausting, exhausted. Wonderful. Rich Dad, Poor Dad is a wonderful book by Robert Kiyosaki. I read it and I also ask you to read it. It's a very, very interesting book. It's a very interesting book and I am interested in reading it. And if you read the first 3 pages, you will be interested in the book. So interesting is what the book causes on you. Look at this girl trying to start a chat with this boy. And the boy says, stops. I am not interested in you. I am not interested in talking with you. So my emotion, my feeling, interested are not on you. So this is an interesting book. I am not interested. Oh, this is a very, very, very shocking picture. Some Israeli soldiers who have caught a Palestinian young boy, and the boy is crying. This picture is shocking. And we profit from the occasion to pray for peace in Palestine. And when this woman sees the picture, she is shocked. Shocked here shows the emotion of the woman. This picture is shocking. I am shocked by seeing this picture of Israeli soldier having captured young Palestinian boys. Oh, look at this picture one. This classroom is boring, or the teacher is boring, or the lesson is boring, not interesting at all. And everybody is sleeping, it's boring. And the students is bored. Nothing interesting in this class, in this lesson. So, boring, bored. The class is boring, the teacher is boring, and the student is bored. Boring is when there is nothing interesting, nothing exciting, it's not important, it's not interesting. We don't feel like, following the course. Here are examples of adjectives ending in ed and ing. Annoyed, annoying. Confused, confusing. Depressed, depressing. Frightened, frightening. Interested, interesting. Irritated, irritated, irritating. Shocked, shocking. Surprised, surprising. Tired, tiring. Practice number 1. Complete with ing or ed. Oh, look at this picture. Young boys, very, very young, skinny, bony, maybe asking for food. They are hungry and thirsty. They are poor. This picture is, you complete, is it moving or moved? Is the picture moving or moved? I was moved or moving when I saw this picture. So think about it. In picture 2, this is Michael Jordan, the famous basketball player. After Kobe Bryant death in Calabasas, Michael Jordan paid him a tribute and made a speech. And Jordan's speech was really moving or moved. Michael Jordan's speech was really moving or moved. Come on, you have 5 seconds. Answer, moved. I was moved when I saw this picture. It's my emotion. And Michael Jordan's speech was really moving. It causes that emotion, that feeling. Devastated or devastating? Which one will you use in picture 1? Which one in picture 2? The news on Buba Job's death was devastating or devastated? Does it cause emotion or does it feel emotion? In picture 2, devastating or devastated? His former teammates were devastated or devastating. So you can see here Ari Kamara, Alessandro, Jomasi Kamara, who are here. They are devastated or devastating. You have 5 seconds. Answer: devastating. The news on Buba Job's death was devastating. It causes emotion. And people who were there were devastated. It is their emotion. Frightened or frightening? Wrong Turn is a horror movie. You can see Wrong Turn 1, Wrong Turn 2, up to Wrong Turn 7. I watched Wrong Turn 1, 2, and 3. I haven't yet watched Wrong Turn 4, but Wrong Turn is a very frightening or frightened movie. Does it cause emotion or does it feel emotion? In picture 2, the thunder. When it's rain, there is a thunder. Children are frightened or frightening when they hear the thunder. Do children cause fright or feels it? 5 seconds. Wonderful. Answer: frightening. Wrong Turn is a frightening movie. A frightening movie. Children are frightened. They feel when they hear the thunder. Practice number 2. Practice number 2. Complete with ing or ed. Children were amused or amusing by the clown. Number 2. Today's lesson was so bored or boring. Number 3. The teacher was frustrated or frustrating. Number 4. I thought her new idea was absolutely fascinated or fascinating. Number 5. This question is so confused or confusing. Number 6. The teacher was really amused or amusing. 7. The journey was exhausted or exhausting. 8. The plane began to move in a rather alarmed or alarming way. Number 9. I was embarrassed or embarrassing when I saw mom dancing. 10. Students are excited or exciting. They have very good marks. So take your time, take a piece of paper, take a pencil, put your finger on a pause button, do the exercise, and send me your answers in the comments below this video. Keep learning, guys, with Mr. Ngom on YouTube, Ibrahima Ngom Attitude. And thank you very much for watching. Goodbye. See you next.